The sponsor for this episode of The Stand is Vibe Media. In today's legal world, reputation isn't built by word of mouth alone. It's built by presence. Your firm's story deserves to be seen, heard, and remembered. At Vibe Media, we help law firms modernize their image with powerful video, photography, and branded storytelling. No more stock photos or templated websites. We create authentic visuals that capture your team's integrity, expertise, and human side. Because clients don't just hire lawyers, they hire people they trust. From attorney profiles and brand films to recruitment videos and event coverage, we bring strategy and creativity together to showcase what makes your firm different. If your firm is ready to stand out in a crowded market, it's time to tell your story with intention. Visit thenewvibe.com and let's bring your vision to life with Vibe Media.
Hey everyone, it's Alan Wilson from GLJ Benefit Consultants, and welcome to another episode of The Stand. And we have special guests today. Yeah, it's Debbie Foster from Affinity and Rich Wilson here on The Stand, where we
discuss expert solutions to modern law firm issues.
Oh, very good, Rich. He always jams me on not being able to do that promo correctly. It's crazy. You know, we have had a great first season on The Stand, and this is kind of just a little retrospect of what we did. We just have had some amazing education this year, and of course, Debbie, your episode with us was incredible. Rich, your episode with marketing, we loved it, and the feedback that we've received on all of our episodes have just been great. What have you heard?
Well, can we just acknowledge that we are actually sitting here live in San Antonio, Texas, right after the Texas-wide retreat for all of the chapters here in ALA chapters here in Texas, and what an incredible job they did. This is post-show, and these two killed it, as you probably guess and know. And if you missed out because you were in another chapter in another state, yeah, you totally missed out. Just going to say that. Well,
thank you. That's awesome, and of course, Debbie, being here with you it was a real honor. We love it, and we have matching shirts on. We're going to talk about lemonade.
Did not coordinate that at all.
No, not at all. Lemonade.
I haven't got to sit in the middle since I have the red shirt on.
It is, yeah. It was cool. It was kind of part of the setup.
Part of the setup. Little bit of lemonade vibe.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, I got it. You use a lemonade vibe. Oh, very good. Very good.
Because when you introduced Rich, you didn't say Rich from Vibe Media, so I had to give him his credit where his credit is due.
Man, I screwed it up again, didn't I?
Yeah. Well, just saying.
I mean, it's fine. I'm the guy behind the curtain. I'm the guy who runs the entire cameras and the show, from all of our in-person shows or virtual shows, and also the podcast. So it's all good. Well,
we couldn't do it without you. That's for sure, Rich. So thank you very much, and thanks to Vibe Media. We've just had some great episodes this year, and some of my favorites. The retirement planning with Corey Johnson. I remember that one.
A lot of times, what firms are looking to do is offload that fiduciary responsibility as much as possible, right? I don't want to put myself in a place where if something goes wrong, or heaven forbid, I make a poor choice, I'm going to be financially liable for it.
And that's scary.
And that is scary. So that's part of it, right? Can I push it off on somebody else? So that's really been the driving force behind a lot of programs today that are kind of 401k in a box, right? I don't want to have to think about it. You take the fiduciary responsibility and just let it go.
Yeah, I think with Corey's episode, it was really timely too, because I mean, everybody is talking about. I mean, it was such a actually a couple of those episodes. You had the episode, Corey's episode about that, then succession planning, and then also executive benefits. It's like 1, 2, 3, all back to back to back, pretty much, and it's so timely. I mean, the executive benefits was a great episode.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you alluded to it, that 60% to $15,000 or $20,000 long-term disability plan, that is going to fully insure a good majority of a law firm. But like you said, those partners, those high earning employees, they're going to be underinsured and could really benefit from additional coverage. It is really important to consider that gap and what we can do to fill it so that an individual does truly receive 60% of their income replaced in the event of a disability.
One of my favorites was Michael's episode talking about payroll. And payroll seems like just that rote thing that you got to do every 2 weeks or twice a month or whatever that is. But it's really about how human capital management. It's about how you really take care of your people. It's not just about making sure they get paid. It's about how you evaluate them and how you, keep track of all of those important pieces of information, one single source of truth. And I really loved how he highlighted that in his episode.
And he just made some really great points.
It is, however, there's game plans that lead up to it, right? So once you go and you identify that challenge, okay, you know where you want to take the firm 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, no matter what that is, whether it's on a payroll aspect or just an organizational aspect. But identifying what those changes need to be prior to even starting any type of evaluation is the key part. So one of the things that I've trained my team to go do is find out what their goals are. What are they trying to accomplish from this meeting? So if you could take a payroll software in the iSolve case, how do we go through and best implement it in the firm? What are your employees wanting, but what are they needing? How do the employees feel engaged?
I mean, there have been so many examples with this season already with some of the low-hanging fruit of the problems that firms face. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why we wanted to kind of expand the Lemonade brand this year, is because we had a huge success with our virtual events and definitely saw that there was a need for valuable and value takeaways of education. And especially, yes, at the very beginning we did because of COVID, nobody was doing anything, but it really grew into something that was educational, inspirational, and entertaining. And we've tried to expand that. Everybody seems to really have enjoyed the brand, and I think as we focus it on building the next generation of leaders, to steal some stuff from Affinity, to build the next generation of leaders. That's what Lemonade has all been about. It's been about building the leadership in skills and giving valuable solutions for the problems that law firms face, right? And so that's why we kind of focused it this way in this podcast.
Yeah, I think we just like doing it. We love the opportunity to be able to serve firms in a way that they want to be served. Because we get asked about so many different topics, and many times I'm asked on topics that I have no idea about. I don't know how to share, but it's the resources that when we get together and we come together, that we're able to provide and reach out and provide education and provide that solution to a law firm question.
Right, and I think that was the missing part with a lot of education series that we've seen over the years, is that there's been a lot of great information out there, a lot of things that make you think, but nobody was giving out a lot of people would talk about generalized solutions, but nothing specific to what the actual need is. And that's what we're trying to do with this, is to give you that specific solution with specific resources that you can take the next step on, something that's tangible and that you could actually utilize rather than go to an hour session at some kind of conference across the nation and go, wow, that I feel really inspired by that, but now I'm going to go back and I'm going to research more on where I can get it. No, this is like, here's your problem, here's a solution, and there's the resource to go get it.
I think what took us by surprise is when we started to do it, we wanted to do it and have fun with it, right? And we still are having fun with it. But we had no idea when we started it that we would still have people asking about it. What's your experience been with that, Debbie?
I mean, I feel like you go to an ALA conference and once an hour, someone's like, lemonade. I love that.
It's just crazy.
It's amazing. The fact that you guys keep doing that. And so it is a passion project, right? I mean, one thing we know for sure is none of us are raking in the big bucks, right? It's a passion project. It's how do we educate and inspire and entertain people? And of course, there's a benefit to our businesses for us, that exposure.
Sure.
But our number one goal is education, inspiration, and entertainment. And that's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we love.
And I just love it, when Rob Joyner came on this year, in his episode, Rob Joyner from Centerbase, and talked about legal tech. I mean, just some incredible, poignant solutions that he had.
So, as I mentioned earlier, the first thing that you really need to do is around your people. And there's two different elements to that. One is you need to put together a committee of who's going to help you make this decision. You need a lot of top-down buy-in, especially in a law firm, because there's such an interesting hierarchy to law firms. And you might have a partnership group, and if one partner hasn't bought in, and you know this, Alan, if one partner doesn't buy in, it can derail the whole process. So you need to have a committee that has that top-down buy-in, but that can also help you manage the project. The other thing that you need to do around people, and this is where the change management comes in, is people want to be heard.
Well, Rob is from Centerbase. Rob is also really connected and understands what's going on in the industry from an AI perspective and from a transformation perspective and from a thinking differently about how work gets done. And that's what we should all be talking about, right? It's not, even Rob would say, it's not just about buying a new tool. It's about taking a pause every time you're doing something and thinking, is there a better way? Should I be doing this? Is this a job that AI could help me with? It's just really causing us all to stop and think about how we get our work done.
Yeah, Kelly Brubaker, when she came on and she was talking about my favorite word, profit leakage, I didn't know I'd be so captivated with that word, but it was amazing. I just remember some of the points that she made.
I don't remember exactly what the date was, but they did a study of law firms and said, what are the things like this situation, this profit leakage, how much do you think you're losing per year? And the study got to a conclusion where law firms may lose up to 20% of client-related expenses.
One of the episodes this year also and we alwaess get great content from Michael Cohen. I mean, that guy is just, it's unreal. There's so much knowledge that comes out of that guy in so many different areas, but his episode on mental health this year, it's just superior, and that's why we always have him back for Lemonade in our big event. And I'm certain that he'll rise to the occasion again. Hint. But he just made some great points on mental health this year.
Mental health is very different because there is kind of nothing more personal. You know, the parable that people probably have heard me use, but I think it absolutely demonstrates what we need to do and how we need to address it. And this guy's walking down the street and he falls into a hole and he can't get out. And a few minutes after he falls into the hole, a doctor walks by. And the doctor writes out a prescription, throws it into the hole, keeps walking. A few minutes after that, a member of the clergy walks by, writes out a prayer, throws it into the hole, keeps on walking. A few minutes after that, a leader walks by. And without hesitation, the leader jumps in the hole. And the guy in the hole is looking at the leader and is stunned. He's like, what are you doing? Now we're both down here. And the leader looks at him and he says, yes, but I've been down here before and I know the way out. Anytime I talk to law firm leadership, I ask them point blank, what are you doing to get in the hole with your people? And tragically, there are too many leaders that do what the doctor and the member of the clergy do. They provide some kind of token advice and just go about their day and pretend it didn't happen.
So this season, all in all, I think was a really great step for us into the future for this brand. I mean, it really hit on a lot of issues that a lot of firms are facing currently, right? So we talked about mental health, we've talked about financial marketing, we've talked about benefits. There's so many different avenues that we have covered this year. I feel like it just hasn't been enough. So one, there will be a season 2. And next season is going to be even bigger, even better. We're going to talk about so many other issues or maybe even come back at some of the I hate to say favorites, but some of the common ones. But I mean, this has been a good first step to expanding the brand more into podcasting, and we're gonna continue. We're gonna do more things in the future. We're gonna do webinars, we're gonna do educational series, and we're going to do more events.
And we've learned so much from this. The feedback that we get from the Lemonaders is priceless, and we learn from this. I mean, it's not just us trying to put together great content and educate. I've learned a tremendous amount of what happens in law firms and what law firms need, and just really what the legal community is looking for. So really, to the Lemonaders, we would say that if you have a topic that you're wanting us to do an episode on, hit us up. You know where to find us. It's right here.
Comment below.
Comment
email
below.
us.
Click. Do whatever. But let us know, because that's what we're always excited to do, and we want to deliver dynamic content that's meaningful to your businesses.
And honestly, I think, speaking of a dynamic content and doing something exciting, I think we've got an exciting announcement to make.
Oh, well, we do? Okay. Well,
What is it?
Well, Queenie, I think you should.
I think you should.
You think I should? Okay. You sure?
That's
That's
a
drum roll. Lemonade. Cinco.
When is it?
March 5th, 2026.
Cinco de Marcho.
That's right.
Have a taco.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it on March 5th. We're going to have a day of education and inspiration and entertainment, bigger and better than 1 through Cuatro. And we're going to do it on March 5th.
Cinco de Marcho.
Cinco de Marcho. So it'll be Lemonade Cinco. So we're excited to announce it. You're going to see more on it. So get signed up early. And you know what's great? For 5 years, the price has never changed.
Price has never changed. It's just going to go to $1,000 a person. No, I'm just kidding. The price has never changed.
Right, and that's part of the announcement today. It has changed. No. So we always have so much fun, and we're gonna do it up. We promise great content. We promise having fun. We promise that we will have a great entertainer, to wrap us up. Everything that the other.
What is wrong?
I don't know. Wow. No, not having a stroke. Anyway, we promise that we will deliver an amazing lemonade event on March 5th, 2026 for Lemonade Cinco
de Marcho. Mark your calendars.
It's great. You know what? We'll see you there, and thanks for joining us on this episode of The Stand.
Season 1 out.